In this video, we will take a look at the setting up cards and creating related objects in the Smarty CRM program using the example of the project section. In this contact section, setting up cards and creating related objects looks the same way. We see that groups and their stages have already been created and configured. As an example, let's take a vertical business process when several teams are working on a project at the same time. Before creating our new project, let's delete the preset settings and test clients offered by the program. They can be immediately deleted and replaced to archive. From the archive, we delete the objects permanently. Please note that using the ellipsis icon, you can also transfer project cards or contacts to another group or export them to Excel. Another way to export projects to Excel is to use the export button. So we create the main project in the group Objects in Work. Let's call it, for example, Clear Coast. In the field description, we can insert texts, photos, and video materials. It is possible to select the date of the beginning and end of the project. Specify the amount of transaction in any currency and upload a photo of the object. On the right, you can indicate the area of responsibility, responsible employees, and observers. Responsibility zones in Smarty CRM are additional options for setting access rights. We will talk about them in a separate video. The responsible employee is the employee who leads the project, and the observer may be the one who oversees or controls the object. The difference between them from the point of view of the program is that responsible employees can change the object. For example, they can manage the stages, edit the fields, also assign responsible employees and observers, and write off time in the project. Observers are only entitled to view unless they're given additional access rights. It is convenient to have responsible employees and observers from the point of view of monitoring the progress of the project using filters. You can always see how many project managers lead and at what stage of work they are. The same works for the contact section. I will tell you more about how to use filters in a separate video. The last block on the right is time spent. Here, employees can write off the time they spent on working with the project. You can unload the time accounting in the administrator section of the program. To do this, go to the settings of another test workspace, law firm, where employees and already added, and select the time tracking block. We can see the total amount of time spent per day, week, month, and make payroll or bonus calculations. Now let's go back to my company, test workspace, where the card of our main project is ready. In order to create sub-projects, let's move on to the menu of related objects. It is located on the left along the entire length of the project or contact card. Select related projects and click on the plus sign. The program offers us the choice of link or add. In the first case, we can link our project to another existing one. In the second, add a new sub-project. We'll add a new one now and name it Preparatory Work. Clear Coast. Next, fill in the sub-project card just like we filled it in the previous example, and be sure to select the group in which it will be displayed. Without this tick, the sub-project won't be seen in any of the groups because the program will think you do not want to display related objects. Our first sub-project is ready. Next step will be creating sub-projects for the remaining group in the exact same way. We will create one more as an example. Zero cycle, Clear Coast. Let's imagine the stage of work on the data for the project is setting goals and tasks. Done. When we take a look at the card of our main project, we'll see all subprojects we have created and their stages. Thus, each of the subprojects has its own responsible workers and stages of work, and it's easier for the project manager to control the progress of the work. The project manager understands the stage of readiness and each part of the project. In Smarty CRM, everything is displayed by color. Also, using the menu on the left, you can link necessary contacts, put a task in the diary, upload files, notes, and goals, create and send a service notes, or create a related chat. More detailed information about each of the sections will be given in other videos. In the case when we need to remove links when other projects, we also go through the menu of related objects on the left. Select the object, the link to which we need to delete. For example, one of the subprojects, press 3 points and select untie. The menu of related objects works the same way for the contact section. As an example, let's put the employee's contacts in the organization card. Open any of the cards and select related contacts in the menu. Let's add the new contact. For example, Ben Stewart, who works in the company, for example. Next, we fill out all the information about the contact and will not put a tick to display in a group because we interact with the whole organization and not with the individual employee. Thus, in the contact section, we only see the organization. And when we go into the card, we see related employee contacts. Thank you for your attention. Click the like button if this video was useful and write comments if you have any questions. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, take a look at the links in the description of other videos about setting up the Smarty CRM program.